Hello everybody, this is Jelly, and welcome to Invasion Shenanigans number 2. I'm a stuttery motherfucker today, apparently. This is gonna be a fun recording. Alright, so I invaded this world, and first off I saw the White Phantom. They're being passive already, man. They're running away. They're running and shit. This is my soul level 71 dark build with 30/30 int and faith. He's got some obscene damage for this level. I kind of feel bad. If you notice there, I have on the Hornet ring, so I'm going for those tasty stabs. And then I noticed the Phantom turtling, so I'm able to get the cheeky guard break riposte. I kind of feel bad because these guys are definitely new players, but then again I'm outnumbered, and they already called in a blue, so there's going to be a lot of guard break spam in this video. Fair warning, if that ain't your jam, you can leave now. But this video is my interpretation of how criticals should work in Dark Souls 3. It's my preferred method of criticals, because I'm horrible at fishing, actually. So then I get the cheeky guard break on the host, and leave the blue pew-pew in the distance. And that's that. And I edge away. We spawn in the same location as before. I switched to the Lucerne because I'm hoping that it's a solo host, and I've really been trying to get in some Lucerne play, because it's a great weapon that just eats solo hosts. But they're turtling again, so welcome to the shit show. So once again, I'm back on my bullshit with the guard breaker posts on new players. I feel bad, man. I'm doing like 100 damage chip health through a shield. I shouldn't have guard broken and riposted this guy, but as you can see, I got greedy. And I couldn't resist, because it just feels so nice to one-shot people with that Hornet ring. Alright, here I spawn into a world that I notice is empty, and I'm just like, shit. So I caught a glimpse of the host, and I'm just like, okay, this is stupid. This is the same character as before, only I wasn't quite done with the build yet. I'm invading in the forest around level 40, so that's why. I see the host fighting somebody over here, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? And we have a passive critical fishing host, straight off the bat, with the Hornet ring at level 40. I'd like to call this guy the Lonely Ganker, because he killed everything and is ganking, but his only help is Aegon over there, which is a pretty useless phantom in my opinion, so I don't know, man. Here I'm just like, the host is playing passively and like letting Aegon do most of the work, but right here I get the perfect dagger parry. The correct time to parry a dagger is on the 6th hit with a medium shield. So if you're wondering, wait till they swing 5 times, and then parry on the 6th with the medium shield, you'll get it every time. Right here, he's still being passive, playing around Aegon, being a total little bitch. And then right here, we see the perfect parry backstab from our buddy, Helpful Invader. Run around parry stabs are some of the easier ones to get in my opinion, but they're always fun. It's always nice to get a parry fisher with a backstab. Once again, the Invader gets a backstab, and the host is dead, but we don't get any surprise. I invaded this world, and I've been in here for a while on my level 58 faith build. It's pretty unoptimized, but it's fun. And this host over here with his dark builds he wants to duel. So I'm like, okay, I suck at duels, so why not? We'll see how this goes. So he's already dark buffing, and I'm like, oof. Luckily, my Faith build has decent dark defense. So I go for the poise trade, and I don't get it, because this guy apparently has some inkling of knowledge on PvP. And I basically just try to tenderize with the straight sword, but I don't get anything, and a blue spirit arrives. So this guy is obviously not trying to duel, so I see the blue over here's one-handing a Vort Hammer, which is probably the stupidest thing that you could do, is one-hand Great Hammers. So I do the setup rolling parry for the riposte. The roll attacks come out super fast on ultra weapons, so it's always pretty. It's a good idea to watch for them and parry, because you can parry ultras on reaction, which is nice. And then I just catch him with an R1 and he's done. And then we go back to the host over here, who I know who's using the Crucifix of the Mad King, which is great for backstabbing the weapon art. There you see just a spin around backstab, because the weapon art on the Mad King's Crucifix leaves you wide open. And then he pulls out a straight sword, which is nice, because his health is much lower than mine, so I'm able to tenderize him a little bit, and it's pretty well done. I actually really liked fighting this host because he didn't heal and was pretty respectful all around, other than the fact that he was trying to duel with 30% more HP, but no worries. We go back to the Faith build again to fight this pair of co-opers, one of which I see is a Pyromancer, and the other is using Shield of Want and a Broadsword. So I'm in for a rough one here. Although they're not very experienced in PvP, as you can see by him non-free aiming those fireballs. So I'm just thinking, man, what can I do here? And I see the host a little separate and out of FP, so I try to punish but don't get anything, and I'm able to roll catch the white a couple times. The host seems content to just be chucking those fireballs, so I feel pretty safe trying to engage the white until I don't have the deacon. So then I go for the boys trade, and I'm unable to get it because that wonky ass hitbox. I'm able to just mess with the right here is when I notice my opportunity. So I dual wield and go for the guard break on the white phantom. And I'm able to get him with the Hornet Ring guard break. Oh no, not Hornet Ring. Nice. I feel less bad for that one. So the white's dead, and the host luckily isn't running away to try and summon, which is nice. So around here I'm just kind of messing with him with my dagger, because dagger play is OP. I know I can parry the Reaper, so I'm just trying my best to get those cheeky criticals, as with the roll backstab there. And then I get him with a few roll catches, and get him when he's switching weapons. GG to that host though, because he didn't run away and summon as soon as I killed his phantom. So thanks, dude. Here I spawn in, already sped up, because I don't want you guys to see my shitty searching skills. I saw their health bars over there, but I was like, you know what? They probably got the shortcut open. Then I see them fighting deacons, and I'm like, nah, probably not. This is still the same character, but it's before I finally decided on armor. So I'm switching around, and as you can see, I still have I switched the Hornet Ring there because I saw the Farron sword. So here I'm using my the poise or I was gonna use the boys from the lightning stake to help with this. And there I was going for the face tank parry, but I didn't get it because I'm an idiot. And then on the host you saw me do a setup parry, or a reaction parry on his R1. We're at low enough latency that I'm able to do that, but he wasn't R1ing. He decided to give me an L1 wiggle. Once again, I'm waiting for the face tank parry on the Farron swords, which is typically a good idea, because the weapon art doesn't do that much damage, surprisingly. Here, I faked being AFK and set him up with the backstep, so I can go for the face tank parry once again, because I know he likes mashing that L1 button. So I'm able to get him with the Hornet Ring riposte, and I'm just gonna... As you notice, I only get a partial parry, so I should have parried just a tad bit later. If you can see, the Deacon did hit him once before the riposte. I probably wouldn't have killed him otherwise. Now we go into a little sped up session of me chasing the host, as the Eldritch Faithful comes and tries to help. And we kind of catch him in a little corner here, but I back off because I took damage from the Faithful. And then here, he starts running down these stairs, so I'm like, alright, I'm going to catch him out front. And catch him when he gets to the bottom, just as the Phantom is chasing him. So I get out in front of him, and he rolls through my R1, which is pretty lame, when suddenly, Blue Spirit! So I know Blue's in the world, and I know the host has low health, and I'm at full Estus pretty much, so I let the Eldritch Faithful go and deal with the host. And if you notice that Blue, whatever the hell thing that's called, is going super far away. So I take this time to do some switching to my regen shield, just so I can get that last bit of health before I start fighting the Blue. Now I'm waiting for him to come down, and I start to see him coming running down the stairs. And he's immediately getting ganked by the Drang Knights, which is nice, because the host hadn't gotten that far in the level yet, so I have some backup for a little bit. I have absolutely no shame ganking a Blue fighting Drang Knights, because as an invader, I'm always fighting 2-on-1s anyway. The host is running in to try to help the Blue, which is pretty stupid, because now it's a 3-on-2. A 4-on-2 if you count the giant that just stood up. Right here, I'm just messing with the Blue, trying to keep him off of our Eldritch Faithful buddy, as the host is presumably getting stomped on by a giant. So, GG to everyone in this video, and thank you all for watching. It's been fun.